going on, everybody, and welcome back once again to the Pin the Gas podcast, the show where we cater to your motorcycle racing needs and desires. As always, I am Cool Jules, joined with me by Chris, the whole effing show, Simcoe. And we got a man here. Unfortunately, he does not get a PTG nickname because he just wants to be known as the Shermdog.
Hey, I mean, you can give me a nickname. Just everybody knows me.
Chris, you told me. Oh, man. Well, a little too late for that. It was Shermdog's in the building, y'all. CFE boys, representative of the CFE boys, the whole head of Cerberus, and the fellow body slammy of Richard Stramboli. Stanboli.
Yeah, I was not the body slam E, just so you know.
Who was the body slammy?
It was a guy that was with us, a friend that had a shirt on. And Richard kind of, I think, picked the wrong guy, but it was all good. It all ended up good. So
no, I mean that's freaking awesome. I mean, like how did it actually happen?
So they made so over the years we've always picked people up and crowd surfed them or just in winner's circle, and there was kind of a thing going around with Richard that if they would win the championship, he would pick one of us up. And so at New Jersey, when the championship got won, I looked over and said, "Hey, Richard." And he's like, "All right." So he came over, and I thought we were going to pick him up. But he's like, "Well, which one of you guys is the lightest?" And I pointed to one of our guys, Miguel. And Rich just happened to be standing there, and he just grabbed somebody that was right there and spun around. And yeah, it was fun. I think people thought he was seriously mad at the beginning. Like people didn't know what was going on. That's what made it. Oh yeah, that's what made it all the more funny because they thought he really body slammed them.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I mean, like I wouldn't know what that's like to be slammed by like pretty much a god Stanboli is. So that's like freaking who's a god to me? Who's a god to me? Like Boris, yeah, like Boris Malovich just freaking body slammed me out of nowhere. I'd be honored.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't, right? Yeah.
Shout out Boris, the man guy, yo.
Hey, it got a lot of attention, so
right.
It was a lot of fun. That's what it was all about. Just having some fun. And, it was fun that he did it because, Richard usually doesn't do that kind of stuff. So, play around, maybe he'll body slam somebody, but not for fun.
Right. I would pay so much money. Who's the chief of Westby again? What was his name? I keep forgetting his name.
Chuck Giacchetto.
Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, I would pay so much money to see Chuck and Richard do half naked wrestling in a cage. I'd pay so much money to see that. Just lube them both up with freaking Motul oil.
Holy shit!
Well,
I got my money on I got my money on Chuck though. Chuck seems to have a lot of pent up aggression inside. I feel like Chuck would get that.
That would be fun. Yeah,
it would be fun.
You should
book it.
Yeah, book it there. Pay-per-view.
I'll be the next Dana White.
We'll book it for Jersey.
There you go.
No, Mark. Yeah. From me, how did what is the CFE boys and how did this all just come about?
So I think we're doing our 15th year now. I think this would be our 15th year.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a bunch of guys that we just rode together, did some track days, and so we were just friends. And they actually went to a race before I did, before I came into the group, and this is back in AMA days, and so basically we just got together and started doing races. It started out as just a guys' weekend, no women. It was just we're gonna go blow off steam, have fun, and so we would get winner's circle. And I mean, back in the day, the winner's circle at MJP, which was what we consider like our home track, was in the middle, and it was a circle, and it was all fenced in. And they would come in and do burnouts back then, and all kinds of crazy stuff. I remember like Roger coming in, and it was just a lot of fun. So anyway, we just started like, they were drunk, and we were all just and yeah, it was just I don't know, just a fun time. That's how it all started. It was just fun. And as Nick, so we got Nick Duke, who is known as El Duque, which everybody knows. You'll see his dancing prowess when you're there.
Can't wait.
Yeah, and then we got Chris Rutledge. They call him Rut. And then we got Tim Speck. And he goes by everything, but usually G Money or something like that. And then we got Miguel Garcia and myself. And so it started that way. And it just kind of grew. And then Nick is a service manager for a big Yamaha dealership here. And he has connections with Chuck Graves. And because of Nick, we kind of moved in with the Graves Yamaha and started kind of being their cheerleaders. And it kind of went on from there. And back in the day, Roger Hayden, we used to really give him hell, because they used to yell, like things like Suzuki sucks, and really got on it. Yeah, it was pretty bad back in the day.
Awesome.
I mean, we love the guy, but I think he didn't think so back then, and we'd really rub those Suzuki guys the wrong way a lot of times, which it was all for good fun, as long as everyone came home safe. But we really did kind of rub them, and but we did it in good fun.
Yeah,
and as the years went on, though, we just kind of realized that all these guys are putting their lives on the line. So we had a lot of guys that were really talented that weren't going to get factory rides, and no one's yelling for these guys. You know what I mean? And it kind of evolved into now we just yell for everybody. It really is about getting the crowd into it. Because honestly, when you go there, it's really weird. So you go to a winter circle maybe 3, 4, or 5 years ago, and people are sitting there like they're at a funeral. I mean, there's like no noise. It's like being in golf.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everyone's just golf clapping the winner.
Yeah, not even that. They just stand there, and we were just like, oh my god, like, let's make some noise. So we were the loud mouths, and quite honestly, a lot of people, when they turned from AMA to Motoamerica, didn't really get us, didn't know what we were about. They were like, oh, these crazy drunks and blah blah blah, and
crazy drunk.
That's
what makes the sport fun,
Yeah, but it wasn't. As they got to know us and became friends, we made friendships with a lot of riders. I mean, we remember Brandon Posh and Mazziato when they were young, putting them on their shoulders at the winter circle. And I remember telling Posh, I said, now when you get older and you become a champion or whatever, you'll probably forget all about us. But, he never did.
That's
awesome.
good.
That's
awesome.
And now you got Kayla, who only lives right down the street from me. And, I said the same thing to her too, but she'll remember us. I mean, I still
100%.
think she's going to be the first. She's going to be I think she's going to be the biggest female name in the sport.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
I do too.
If we can
surprise a lot of people this year,
100%. If we can take the CFE boys' energy and translate it to actual audiences, I think the sport would be way bigger than what it is. Because Mark, you definitely saw the post that I've been posting recently about Formula One, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So we were talking. We were like, man, the market for Formula One has been insane in America, and now like people are so excited to go to these races. People that don't know jack shit about racing are going to these events, and I'm just like, yo, if we can transfer like the CFE boy energy, to Netflix or whatever, to any Americans, to get more people to come through, that would be phenomenal. Because I feel like one thing that the two-wheeled motorcycle world is missing is that pop, is that energy, and I feel like the CFE boys encompasses a lot of that.
I mean, we definitely try. I mean, you guys take it to another level with all the media stuff. We always did just the track, and like our goal really is to get kids. A lot of times when we go, we're getting kids in the winter circle, getting them access to normally they wouldn't get access. Now we're kind of like part of the paddock, and I think people know. We don't look. We have fun with the teams, and but when it's their work time, we've always let them work. We've never gone, and they'll all tell you that we're not there to try to bother them when they're working. We know that it's a business day. It's race day. We all understand that.
Right.
But yeah, it's all about getting these kids, because they're really the ones that are going to come. The parents are kind of, I don't know if they'll come. But yeah, getting kids involved and just really, yeah, I mean, and it's fun to watch them. They get excited, and they're going to come back. And you got to get that generation. You got to lay that foundation to get them into the racing, because also the car people. You'd be surprised how many car people have never seen a bike race, and when they come, they're like, these guys are crazy. Like they're hanging off the bikes, and if they ever see one come off a bike at high speed, they're like, oh, their faces are just like they saw aliens landing. Right. Yeah. And too, our sport, you think about when you go to football, how many people got mad at the Super Bowl at the end of the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
The Eagles fans are walking away.
Yo, people were upset.
Right. But in our race, yeah, people may get upset, but they still have fun. They don't go away angry because everyone came home safe, So if your guy didn't make
that's true
on top of the box, you're just happy he got second or third, I mean, it's still that type of sport, but what you guys are doing too is great, because Motor America doesn't have to pay for this word of mouth, and that's the whole point of what we want to do, is give back and not just be just the super fans, but do more that we could, and just get it out there, what it's all about. And for the price of what you pay today is nominal compared to any other sport you go to. You're not, I mean, honestly, for what, $60 for a weekend, $70 for the whole weekend,
for $80
for 3 days.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah, for 3 days.
Cost me like 63 and some change. Yeah, for all 3 days.
So like Daytona coming up, what was it, $399 or $500 for the VIP experience?
Yeah,
well, that would be one ticket for a 2.5 hour football game. I mean, you couldn't even get in with most of them. I mean, we did a Notre Dame game and it was like $14 a piece. Sorry, it was $14 for 2 tickets. I'm sorry.
Jesus,
it's crazy.
And good luck trying to get into a Formula One race with that kind of money. Like all those,
they laugh at you.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, like, and the fact, what I like about motoamerica is also the accessibility, right? So, like, let's say you pay for an all inclusive 3-day weekend ticket. It cost me like 60 something, right? But that gets you paddock access. That gets you like access to the people who are actually racing. Yeah. It's pretty much all fair game, and like you literally can meet anyone and everything. Like and they're really cool. Like Jay Gagne is amazing. Cam Peterson was one of my best experiences. I met Petrucci. Like the fan experience, and I feel like Moto America is doing it very well. Yes. I think if any motorcycle racing league can break the social media market, Moto America is doing it well. They're very modern, especially with like their TikToks and their reels and the music that they put in their reels, and the people that they have recording these races, like Gray Fam, what he's doing, he's like putting modern like hip hop music and highlight clips, like Moto America is really doing that. And it's crazy that World Superbike can't. I mean, World Superbike documentaries and like little unfiltered episodes are amazing, but like their marketing is getting better. GPs is still behind. Isle of Man is still kind of behind. Yeah, Superbike's still kind of behind. You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like Moto America definitely is on that come up in terms of breaking the social media market.
It is.
No,
I was gonna say also Moto America. What we have going for us that not any other racing organization has, World Superbike and MotoGP, which they should take from us, is everybody's accessible, right? Exactly. When you go to GP race, you got to buy an all-exclusive pass where you can get
you still might not see the person.
And you still might, right? But you come to Moto America for the $80, man, it's not closed off. It's just they have a red line where you can't pass because they're physically 5 feet right there. You can,
and you got crazy Gus running around trying to get you all into the race.
Right.
Yeah. So it's come by and have a beer at the tent. That's it. But yeah, it's
and the food, especially in Jersey, the food was phenomenal, yo. Yeah. Like I don't know what it was like in VIR, Chris, but we got some good shit over here. Oh my god,
yeah, food at VIR.
Yeah. You got to bring your own
in
stuff.
Jersey, it was pretty good. In Jersey, the food was pretty good.
Yeah, they do. They do a good job. And Mission Foods was there and was just handing out huge bags of chips and. And that's another thing I think a lot of people don't want to talk about, especially today, is that we're still the only sport left that you can just go leave your problems at home and go watch a sport and not get bombarded with everybody else's crap.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, nobody. I mean, that's what sport was there for. You know, to be able to just everyone's got their issues during work and their lives, and it's all hectic, and everyone's got things going on, and they were supposed to leave that stuff alone. Let's go watch a sport, whether it's baseball, football, and we can leave everything behind. We go watch a sport, we get into it, we cheer for our teams, we go home, and then we're back to our lives. And then they start putting in causes. Everyone's got a cause. Got to put on the helmets, got to put on a thing. And now you get irritated. You go to a sport and like they throw it in your face, and it's like, you know, you just want to go watch a sport. You get hammered with everything else when you're outside.
Right.
So why do we gotta get hammered when we're inside? You know what I mean? Too. It's like it never ends. And motoamerica is the only sport that has like that left. There's no causes on bikes. Nobody's saying anything or, you know, whatever. And which too maybe also because, you know, once you cave into the having big corporations start sponsoring your sport, you start having to follow what they want you to do.
Corporate,
you know, and but
it changes the sport.
It does, yeah.
Totally changes.
And this is still one of the pure sports, still even in America, around the world. I even say now because, like I said, there's not too many sports that you can go into that you know you can just go in and have a good time and forget about your life, forget about the problems. Go in there and watch some really talented guys. I mean,
absolutely.
All these guys are world-class riders.
Guys and girls.
Absolutely. Well, I've already called it. She's going to, I'm telling you, I told her this when she was little. When she was little, I told her that.
Yeah. My son actually hung out with her at VIR, her and Yandel Medea. They were all in cahoots the whole weekend together.
Yeah. Yeah,
getting kicked out of the pool at the hotel, all that good stuff.
That's never happened to us ever. I don't think, you know.
Never with the CFE boys.
No, we never been kicked out of anywhere.
So Mark, let me ask you this: what is your real job? What do you do for your real job?
My real job.
What brings home the bacon?
So I'm a board certified gynecologist. I went to Harvard Medical School, and that's what I do.
For real.
For real.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. How many years now?
Well, let's see, 1, 2. I don't know.
100.
Maybe like
like 75 years.
Like
now?
5.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
I got him.
Yeah,
I thought you'd have a better reaction, Jules.
Yeah.
No, I was toying with it.
Seriously?
I was toying with it. That's why I was kind of like, really?
Well, hey, you know what's really funny is I'm just trying to think of a story here. Who was we used to mess with a lot of people there, and I'm trying to think who was it. It'll come to me here eventually. Who it was? It was somebody's mom I was messing with. One of the racers.
Even better.
Oh, Rocker Lander's mom. That's who it was.
Great, phenomenal.
So it was back in, was it Jersey when they had they had to take apart their bike, right? And they came over to us and said, "Hey, we got to be here all night. We know you guys have. Do you guys mind if we could take some beer?" And I said, "Oh no, we'll load it up and bring it over." So we brought them a ton of beer over, and she always calls us the frat boys for some reason, and
until this day,
and we were, usually at the race I'm not drinking too much. Every now and then I'll do at the race, but usually I'm the one that kind of watches over, and but this time I had a couple because it was at the end of the day, and I was coming away. She was laughing and she said something to me about a job or something. I said, "Yeah, I'm a captain for United." And she's like,
"That's epic."
And they are drinking the beers. I'm like, she's like, "What?" Yeah. You got fun with people.
I tell people I'm a professional cocoa bean harvester.
That's all.
That's what it is. But
I tell people I got an OnlyFans pages when they ask me.
Oh yeah, that's the thing now.
Absolutely.
OnlyFans, Josh Herron, what's up?
Yeah, it's
I think he does have an account. I'm pretty sure he has an account.
He does.
There's no way it's just a sponsor. He definitely has an account.
Yeah. No, he does. I think he does his I don't know I've never been on it, but I think I think it's his all his like street stuff on his bike and stuff.
Yeah, his street stuff.
I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm not trying to
right.
see. I'm not trying to see any parts of Josh Heron. I'm sorry.
No,
nah, we don't go that way.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But was there ever a time, Mark, where like the CFE boys got a little bit too rowdy and some rider came after y'all?
No riders ever come after us. No, but I mean, we've always,
badass.
For us, we've always, there's always been that respect there too. A lot of in the sport, and if anything, they come over and rate the beer, and not rate it. We always tell them, hey, come over and have a beer, and they're always over underneath the tent. And sometimes when the younger kids would come over, and they're a little younger, we have to make sure that the cooler was closed.
Right.
But yeah, they were good kids. They weren't getting into it. But yeah, no, we've always had a good time with the riders. Every one of them. I mean, they've made bets with them. We've had
you made bets
late nights in the hotel lobbies, and it's just been awesome. I mean, they've always been great. I mean, when we first, it's probably about 6 years ago, we started doing sometimes we do Facebook Live when we get to the track, because sometimes we wouldn't get to the track until late at night. Mm-hmm. So we go to the hotel and we do Facebook Live. And the guys are pretty tanked up. So one of the things we would do is we go to the gym, and then we wait. People start getting on. Mm-hmm. And Josh Heron's mom, actually, Kim, was really funny at one time. So we did the treadmill and we turn on high speed. And the thing is, you had to jump on it and start going before you got shot off. And I'm not sure who got shot off. I think somebody got shot off and broke a mirror.
We're losing them.
Yeah. You're losing me?
Yeah, we're losing you, Mark. You sound like robotic, and it's like cutting in and out.
Ew. Oh. I have pretty good Wi-Fi. It shouldn't.
Sure, it's not that Taco Bell Express Wi-Fi.
Taco Bell Express Wi-Fi.
Hold on,
Chris. Can you see him on your end?
No, I cannot. He disappeared.
Oh, snaps!
I disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see.
Maybe if you like hop off and then come back in. That's totally cool. Yeah. People do that all the time.
I'm trying to hop off.
Yeah. Just coming back. It's okay. The show still goes on.
Yeah, we'll just edit it out, whatever.
All right.
I mean, we kind of just push through with it and just come back, and like we stay talking. Right. That's why it's a podcast.
Yeah. All right. Let me
facts, right? Yeah. So
we keep our flaws.
Well, that's it. But yeah, man, dude, I'm so excited. I just want to say right now, while he's off there, is shout out to all the CFE boys.
Oh, bro, all the CFE boys. Yeah,
absolutely. Shout out to every single one of you guys.
I think I'm only friends with two of them.
Guys on, dude, I'm just friends with Mark. I'm gonna actually.
Yeah, Mark and oh my God.
I'm gonna become friends with them all, but I can't wait to have him on in Jersey. Man.
He was
have so much fun.
He was on the pod with us and Coiner.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Mark about that. I don't know if he's actually 100% associated.
Oh, 100% CFE. Oh, okay.
With CFE. Right?
Okay, makes sense.
So
yeah.
But just the dynamic to get them all together and sit them down is gonna be a hell of a show.
It's gonna be some shit, bro.
It's gonna be some straight shit.
All those dudes just like straight up like two-wheeled motorcycling frat boys in their 40s.
And what they're doing for the sport too is magical, man, because they're getting younger kids involved, going to the podium and helping people, like I said, celebrate with the winners, right? Yeah.
It's marketing.
Am I back?
You're back and you're beautiful. But what I was telling Jules is what you guys are doing for the sport is magical as far as getting younger kids up to the podium, getting people involved in other ways that would seem inaccessible to most people that show up to the races, right? Mm-hmm. And when those kids leave there, they'll go back to that school and be like, dude, Mark and the CFE boys, man, I got up and close on the podium and this and that, and all this cool stuff. And
they picked me up and body slammed me on the podium.
Body slammed me, yeah.
I'll tell you, it used to be a lot more fun when they did the champagne, because then we would get these kids would be on their shoulders, and Tim would have some kid, and I don't know, some kid would get picked up and didn't want Tim to pick him up or whatever. But anyway, so we get them on there. We used to tell them, just close your eyes and hide behind us because they're going to get sprayed.
Keep your mouth closed, motherfuckers. And then that's the reason why underage drinking has risen in America.
Yeah, all because of us.
All
Yeah.
because of
Podium
the freaking
celebration.
CFE
All
boys,
because
baby.
of CFE boys.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. But everyone does have the impression that that's all we do is just drink and we're a bunch of drunks that run around and that's it. Maybe at the races, outside the race is a whole nother story. But
That's awesome.
yeah. And, those guys are such great guys. I mean, they're the best brothers anyone could have, including my real brother, because when he sees this, he'll say I left him out, Steven.
Steven, shout out Steven.
Shout out to Steven.
And my brother and my sister, Kim. So,
Oh, shout
yeah.
out Kim.
So she,
Absolutely.
but they're amazing guys, and yeah, we've always been that way though. It's just for the love of the sport. Whether it's Duke pushing, helping Hayes way back in the day push his bike, or helping guys in turn 5 push their bikes all the way back to the paddock.
Right.
Ryan
That's
Jones,
sweet.
Ryan Jones crashed, and we pushed his bike all the way back with him on it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's just what could we do to give back, because face it, it wasn't like we had a lot of money to give to the sport.
Right.
So what was the next best thing to do?
Word of
So
mouth, yeah.
and have a great time, because really those riders, that's our biggest thing when we go. We just love being around the guys, and everyone cuts up with us, has a good time.
That's right. That's right.
That's all that matters.
So,
And there's nothing like the love of the paddock, man. People don't understand that. When you get in there, man, and you actually become friends with these guys, it's like this brotherhood that
so
you don't get
sick.
nowhere else.
It's
It's
crazy.
you feel the love and the energy, and everybody's just happy all the time. It's very
Yeah.
rare you see anybody at all upset at a race. Very
Yeah.
rarely.
yeah,
Unless
I
you're
mean, some of the
Danilo
riders,
Petrucci, but
yeah.
Of course, the riders. I'm talking about
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh,
else.
people, yeah. Yeah, I can honestly say, of all the years I've been there, I don't think I've ever seen a fight between fans.
I don't think I have.
I think that'd be hilarious if I ever
yeah.
saw that. I would be
I
like, come
almost
on, guys,
did
really?
One time at Indy and MotoGP, I almost seen a fight between Lorenzo.
Oh, you
and
almost
Austin
seen it?
fans.
I was about to say, I thought
Yeah,
you
I
were gonna get
almost
into a fight,
did.
Chris.
Well, I would have if it would have broke off, because I'm definitely on VR46 side, right? So I'd have to represent because they were right next to me. So yeah, I would be throwing blows too, right? But that was the only time that it really got heated. That any altercation that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
actually
I mean, I'm
didn't
sure
happen,
it's happened. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I mean, we've seen some other things, but I've never seen like a fight. But
brawl.
I think
No.
Like soccer.
Yeah,
No.
soccer. They cause riots, riots in soccer. But it's
You
just
gotta
like
be
the
ready to
drama.
fight.
Like we all enjoy the drama. Like just like that whole Petrucci and Flinders thing. Like that was, and Skolz
And
thing.
Skolz.
That was
when he bumped
awesome.
him. Yeah.
That
That
was
had to all
awesome.
been set up, because I tell you what.
You think it was all set up?
I think Flinders is just like
love
Max is the nicest guy, and so is Matt. Matt.
Yeah.
I've
Maddie.
Absolutely.
been in Matt's corner and Max's corner
Yeah.
since the beginning, honestly. Since Matt even showed up at Westby, because
Nice.
Trig is the one that named us. I don't know how many. I
Oh,
know
really?
if you
No,
guys
no,
know
no.
that, but
No,
Trig
no,
is
no.
the one that
I'm new to
named
this
us. So back in the way back in the day, way back before Josh Day and all of them were riding, and I'm just trying to think if it was when Dane was riding the bike. I can't remember. But he used to come over and he's like, hey, you guys, he'd come over and have a beer, sit there on his Honda, and he'd be like, oh, you guys are the coolest fucks ever. And we're like, oh, but he used to say that all the time. And we were kind of known as the Turn 5 crew back then at Jersey, because that's where we always set up. And one day he came over about 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. I can't remember now. And I don't remember where we were at. It may have been the last race, but anyway, he came over and said, man, you guys are the coolest fucks over. And I was like, there we go. CFE. Now we got initials we can have. It'll mean something. And then, of course, for TV, they always used to be coolest fans ever or cool something. But
Y'all heard it here first what CFE really means.
That's really, really means. But yeah, and Trig, I mean, God bless him. Between Westby and Graves back then, Chuck Graves, I mean, they were always really, really great to us. They were the first ones that started. Because because Richard back then I think was with Kawasaki.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, he
shit.
was.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's when
He was,
Roger and
absolutely.
Jamie
Yep,
Hacking was
Roger,
riding.
yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and I had a moment of lapsed judgment. Had a Kawasaki ZX6R, and so I had the 600 at the time, and Rut had a R6, and then Duke, and then a friend of his, RSJR, had the two R1s. So there's two of us with 600, but I was the only one that had
The Kawasaki.
Yeah, and I was a moron back then because we go out in the back roads, and they're all in their race suits, and I was a stupid hooligan. I mean, I was like wearing
like
cargo
shorts,
and t-shirts,
flip flops.
Yeah, and I'll never forget this kid was coming around, and I think he was trying to show off coming around a bend there. I forget where I remember it was cornfields I had because Nick had told me later people usually blow that corner, and I was coming in on the inside, and I seen he was coming around the outside, and I seen his rear end slip, and next thing you know, gets catapulted off, and after that I was like,
yikes.
They tell me today, they're like, I can't believe you wore shorts back then. I was like, I don't know why. I don't even know why I did. I can't even tell you. I don't even know why.
The amount of like Hayabusa riders that I see out here in New York when the weather's nice, just people in just like tank tops and some shorts and like some stupid Jordans on, like it's insane. With a brain bucket too, man. Like not even a full face helmet.
Today is like it's almost, well, before it was dangerous, now it's just suicidal. Like, a lot of racers even don't even ride on the streets. Some of them don't even have motorcycle license.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts, they don't.
Like,
go ahead, Jules.
Like what is he, like 7-time world superbike champion? Freaking Jonathan Ray didn't get his motorcycle license till like 2 years ago. Like,
yeah,
he's never had a motorcycle license yet. He's a freaking superbike champion back to back to back.
Well, I mean, it's dangerous, especially. Sorry, Mark. Especially now we got cell phones, right? And everybody's on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok and driving down the road, and it's not like it was back when we grew up riding, right? We didn't have that, so everybody.
Social media.
I want to say paid more attention to what they were doing driving wise, but
they don't pay attention. And not my goal really is to get these guys off the street onto the track. 100%. Because you always hear the guy, "Oh, I'm really, really fast." I'm the fastest guy out there. And I said, well, a friend of mine told me one time that the fastest guy in the street is the slowest guy in the track.
Oh, 100%.
So, but I think I got 2 or 3 now that, they got hooked. And I mean, they went from, honestly, with, they were pretty good riders because I think they went the first one, they moved up obviously from novice to intermediate to, they stopped them intermediate. And now on the next track day, they were already advanced. And then 2 of them went and got their race licenses. So, I mean, they got hooked right away. That's actually what I sold all my gear to.
Nice.
Once I get my Gixxer back on the road, it's going straight to the track. Like, I can't wait to put like some like Pirelli Borderline slicks on it. What are they? The Super Corsas?
Yep.
What tires are you running, Chris?
For now, if I do a track day on my ZX6, I just got a set of Q4s.
Oh,
that's
Dunlops.
Really all I need. Yeah, Dunlop. Q4s.
What about those new Q5s?
There's Q5s?
Yes. So they just released them, and they are super fast, right? Actually, the motoamerica guys actually tested them.
No fucking way.
Because Mark, I got those. I haven't even put them on. They're brand new. They're actually in my bedroom. I got them
that way.
like 2 months before they released the Q5s. I didn't even know that they existed.
Gotcha.
At the time, so
are they in your bedroom because you're worried someone's going to steal them?
No,
he's like holding the tires while he's sleeping.
Yeah. You know what? So listen, I'm gonna go on and confess it right now. Yes. No.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
I cuddle with them at night.
Oh wait, what the fuck?
There it is. Q4.
I have a Moto America slick.
I got one too.
Hold on. Wait, now y'all got me. Hold on.
See what I started.
Boom, baby. Yes, sir.
Wow, whose slick is that? Guess who this is?
Do what, Mark?
Matthew Skoltz.
Oh, sweet, dude. To Shermdog. Yeah, this one, I got last year when I actually when I met Andy Rowe for the first time.
Okay.
Hold on, Chris.
and-
Let me see yours.
I was just telling Sherman that how I got this Dunlop slip from Moto America was when I met Andy Rowe for the first time.
Yep.
BIR.
There you
go. Yep, there it is. Yep.
It's from Coda. Yeah. It's the
Yep.
same. It's the same thing that you got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's how I ended up getting that. Because I asked him, I was like, man, how do you get those tires? He's like, just walk with me and walk straight up to the Dunlop guys. Like, hey, man, can I get one of those? And they're supposed to puncture them, right? They didn't even puncture this one. They're just like, here you go. I don't
think they punctured mine either.
No, I don't think they punched too much, but we gotta give a shout out to those guys because I tell you what.
Yes. Shout out to all the Dunlop guys.
Corey Maynard and Tony Romo and Tom McManus and the
Tony
whole
Romo.
group.
I'm joking.
Yeah, he quit and worked for Dunlop.
That's awesome.
But they're the most awesome people too.
Yes.
Love hanging around with those guys. Another set of people love to hang around and have a couple of drinks after the race and just
relax, have fun.
Yeah. We're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's all about the fun, really. Because I mean, you got to have fun when you go, and everyone, like I said, everyone's so. I don't know,
but
just everyone's so pent up, and you got to get out there and just release them and have some fun.
So, with us showing off these tires, that also goes to show that how accessible Moto America is. Like, look, come on, what sport? Unless you really tried, like you can't go to an NBA game and expect to get a basketball. You know what I'm saying? But like, we got freaking tire slicks because they throw them shits out at the end of the night.
And you're never gonna go to a MotoGP race and get a takeoff of one of their tires either, unless you really, 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 really know somebody.
Yeah. So Moto America's, shout out Moto America Dunlop, for one of your tires.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's can't say enough about the sport, about Wayne and Chuck and
Wayne's done
all the guys that are Terry, all the guys, Richard, all the guys who run it, all the Crave Group guys. And I mean, unbelievable. I mean,
I don't even know who my slick belonged to.
Really
like,
man, I have no idea.
I wonder if I could put some air in it and like
put it on your bicycle. You'd be like, hey, wait,
but like, yo, I got slicks on my mountain bike. Like, that'd be nuts.
You guys are too young to remember this, but back in the 70s on bicycles, you used to have a bigger back tire, smaller front tire, so it'd go down the road.
I've seen people knee drag bicycles. I've seen that on YouTube. I'm like, yo, that's some crazy shit. But like with did you have like any was there any time in your riding career, right, where you're on the track and someone talks so much shit and you're like, yo, I cannot wait to dust you?
Oh, of course. I mean, I will say this though, of all sports so I grew up playing hockey too. So Robert Lackey, when I heard his story, I was like, wait, definitely shout out to him at Bison.
He's a huge hockey fan.
Yeah. I was like, thought I was listening to my story growing up. I was like, we're almost twins because I started hockey at 5. I played all the way up to about 2003.
Nice.
And then, I grew up in Chicago, so, it's a big hockey town. Right. And motocross, raced a little bit because my family had a Yamaha Honda shop growing up. And my uncle was a racer. And, so I listened to his thing about, playing hockey, and he still likes it. And, I was just like, wow. I was like, yeah, I got a twin out there somewhere.
Yeah, small line.
But, but like I said, our boys, in Jersey, they wanted to be here. That's something else. I'm squirrel here, ADHD. But I was just thinking about it. So, they wanted to be here, but it's really hard to get everybody together because not all of us live in the state anymore, and we're all kind of far apart, and trying to get everybody together. And And not to give someone else a shout out on your podcast, but Dustin Coiner was asking about his. And so we promised him and you guys we're definitely going to do one at the track live.
At the track.
At NJMP.
Yes, we are.
And then you'll see the whole thing, what it's all about.
I can't wait. The whole energy. Yes,
the whole energy. Yeah.
I just like our dynamic.
And you guys might be getting crowd surfed. You know, who knows?
Yo, who knows? I mean, I'll be wearing the shirt, Chris, and hopefully by the time we have hats too. But
I'm working on it.
The thing is like I just like our dynamic because like you come to our show, and it's less about the technicals and more about the fun aspect of what makes this sport amazing, right? That's right. So like when we were on Dustin Coiner's show, I forgot when that was. I think it was sometime in December.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, so when we were on there, it was like the pin the gas flavor was just like infectious because like at first it felt very like technical, like we're gonna be talking about like bike specifics and riders and stuff like that. But then all that shit went out the window. I think it's my fault. Like all that shit went out the window when I started calling people trash and
trash.
Shit like that.
This shit's trash.
So now see, I got a nickname for you.
Oh shit, what's that? Trash.
So you're the trash man.
The garbage man, trash man, yeah.
You're the trash man.
Nah, bro, Mark.
I was laughing when you said that. Oh, this guy's trash.
I'm not afraid of like calling people out like yo, this person freaking sucked. I mean, I'm a huge New York Knicks fan, and there are a lot of times where we absolutely suck, and I will say we are trash.
Yeah.
Well, not this year, but like, we're doing well. Not really much of a New York Rangers fan, but they kind of shitted a couple of games this year. I thought we were going to go to the freaking Stanley Cup, but I guess not. So I'm not as a fan of the sport and as somebody who loves and respects what they do and who has somewhat of a passion of it. Obviously not to the level of you guys because I just got into it, but I feel like I have the knowledge and the merits within this sport to just look at somebody and say, you know what? Paul Espargaro is absolute garbage. Well,
I'll say this. I'll put it this way. So maybe it's my generation I come from, but if I can't do what he can do, I can't call him garbage because, like none of those guys. Like, I mean, they're so far. They're so far ahead of anything that I could ever dream about doing.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I get what you're saying. As a fan, you're like saying that. I get it.
Like how many Rossi fans would say that Mark Marquez is trash?
Every single one of them.
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
So
they would. It's still it's the banter back and forth. It's the good old, go whatever. Yeah, as long as people know that's what it is. Sometimes people are, they take it a different way. And like I said,
if I had to call anybody trash, it would be Taka Nakagami.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's just garbage.
Well, yeah, if you can't stay on the bike, I mean, you got to win, and you got to have results.
Never podium
for sure.
Like 1908.
And you know how you become successful too, right? It's like happened to us. It's going to happen to you guys. Is when you start having haters. Then you're going to know that you've kind of made it somewhere because. It happened to us. Someone accused us of making fun of JD Beach one time, and
snap,
Garrett Gerloff.
I like JD Beach.
Well,
where the hell
we used to have a chant. We have a cadence and a chant for JD, and his nickname was Jiggy Dog. So that's what we say, Jiggy Dog. We have a certain cadence on how we did it, and someone thought we were making fun of his stutter, and we were like, "You really?"
I didn't know he had a stutter.
Yeah, and I was like, "Seriously?" And I was like, and I'll never forget, Garrett Gerloff came over to us and asked us if we had. And I was like, Garrett, seriously, I've known you for how long? I was kind of like, really? You'd even asked us that question? And immediately he realized, that it wasn't. But, it's, and some people were upset about it. And I said, well, now that you kind of affected people because now people are, are coming after you a little bit about stupid stuff. And, and honestly, that's kind of why we didn't get into the media part. We just want to keep it. That's why you guys are doing the good stuff with the media. We just keep our stuff at the track, and we're low key until we get to the race. Like probably, like we talk to the riders during the year and other people, but usually, it would probably help us to be on more social media. But the guys are just kind of low key, and they just like having their thing. And then when we get to the race, then we're just like full bore. We can give it everything.
Big Bang Theory happens.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I just feel like it's what makes the sport more fun, right? Like, if we're able to express these opinions, right? and
100%.
When you say you have like haters, then that means you are good enough to have a voice that people care about. So
That's right.
luckily, not really Chris, but me, I've only probably had like 2 people come after me, but everybody else, like a big name.
Well, you got 5 coming after you in Jersey, so
oh shoot, let's do it. I'll take on all you guys. But like big names like Flinders, Josh Gerardo, Cody Cochran, Eric Schwann, Dustin Coiner. Like, it seems like people who have merits in the sport and listen to me say the things I say, they find it more hilarious than they find it inaccurate. And I think that's freaking wonderful. It
is hilarious.
It is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if people don't really know what they're saying, and then sometimes it is even more funny. Because
Boris thought I was hilarious. Freaking Tugs and Fredo thought I was hilarious. So it's like the people who have credentials in the sport know that I don't really mean what I say, but it's all in spirit of
It's not done on amicus. Yeah, you're not being you're not trying to be
Yeah. If I actually had a problem with one of the riders, I would physically walk up to like, yo, I do not like you, but that's never gonna happen.
No, we got a great paddock. I mean, and
they're all awesome.
It's wonderful.
That's why we're stoked for Daytona this year. And Dustin, I think I may have met him before, but I just don't remember. So guess what? Oh, it's coming up here a week from Thursday. It's March 9th, 10th, 11th.
Yep.
Where did Winter go, yo?
Damn. Thank God it's gone. But yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there all 3 days. And Chris Rutt, he'll be there. So we'll represent CFE. The other boys want to be there, but I think Duke's going to be at a couple races that we won't be at. So we're going to spread it out. So at least somebody's going to be at some races.
Right.
So man, we got to get a lot of people to Daytona.
I know.
That's the thing. If you can come, go. It's going to be a heck of a show.
I wish. I wish.
God, I wish.
Yeah, but anyone that's going to watch this, anyone
that
wants to go, seriously,
absolutely.
come find us. We need a huge cheering section in Winter Circle, because if you've seen the last few years, they got some people up in the bleachers. Not a ton of people. I mean, and they're okayly loud, but we got to be obnoxiously loud for these guys.
Yes, because like I said, it's what gives off the energy, and I feel like a lot of the riders feed off that energy, and if it's like quiet, then it's just like, man, what are we racing for? Because
you don't feel the energy.
Your love for the sport can only go so far. Like, I feel like a lot of athletes, when they're just like, oh, I don't hear the crowd, like I'm focused on, like, I'm like, that's complete bullshit, bro. Damn well that
they feel the energy.
Yeah, that energy is there, and you like that energy. Like a whole bunch of, like, during COVID, when the UFC fighters were fighting in like a blank warehouse, they're like, this shit sucks. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't believe people when I put my helmet on, I don't, maybe to a degree. But like, damn well, like, if you won and there's absolutely nobody cheering and nobody there, you wouldn't feel fun. You wouldn't feel like a winner. You know what I'm saying? So,
no. And the thing is too. So we want to do some spoke bombs one year, like they do over in Europe, right?
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And we've always tried to like up it, doing something. And I forget, NJMP, we got permission to do them. And so they tossed them over in the retention pond, and some security guard flipped out and tried to kick 2 of them out. Won't say which 2 got kicked out.
Smoke bombs.
But then I don't know, it was Richard or somebody was like, come on, they got him back in.
Yeah.
But I was like, really, like, because it was September 11th, I guess people took it wherever. It was just, it wasn't. It was blue smoke for Yamaha, but we finally got the okay again to do it again at Pittsburgh. And a lot of the guys coming around said they could actually see it, because it was like right in the last turn before you come on the straightaway there. So we set them off, and, even Greg White was talking about it on TV. So,
Nice.
So we're always trying to up it. Although, people are so uptight here in America, it seems like you can't do can't have any fun.
Right.
Like over in Europe, they're like having parties. They're like, we would be considered low key, I think, in Europe.
Probably,
but
you're right.
You'll have to let me know when you go to Caldwell Park.
I was gonna say I'll definitely let you know because I'll be doing live videos from there too for sure.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that, man. Freaking
100%.
I want to know if that BSB environment is any different than Moto America. I wonder if the fans over there are like nuts. If there's even a lot of them, like that'd be cool to see the dynamic. Because like the weather plays a factor too. It's always rainy, so how many people actually do show up? So I can't wait to see what.
Oh, I think they show up, rain or not. I mean, they're pretty passionate about their sports over there. I mean, like here.
Yeah, in Jersey when it was raining, there was still quite a bit of people.
Oh my God, we used to do two rounds in Jersey. One was in April or May, and the other one was at the end of the year. And so we were there one time. Beaubier won the race, and it was like snowing. It was so cold.
What?
We had to go get gloves. It was like flurrying, and then it was like then it rained, but it was just like maybe it was like 38, 39 degrees. I was like, how are these guys able to ride that fast off freezing their hands off?
Yeah, fuck that shit.
And how the tires getting grip in that type of cold temperature,
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
yeah.
Imagine the track had like underground heaters.
That'd be awesome. But you know what, man, dude? I'm so excited to go to Caldwell Park in Europe to go because British Superbike to me is one of my favorite series. In as far as racing goes, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Moto America. Obviously, yes, Moto America is my number one, right? But as far as how do I put this? Their tracks that they have over there are fucking insane. Have you guys ever played a Ride 4 on PS4 or PS5 where they got Caldwell Park and
no, I haven't.
Suck at Caldwell Park,
dude. It is
and Donington.
Sherman, I'm telling you right now. You watch a track layout of Caldwell Park.
Oh, I know the track layout. I just haven't played
Oh my God, it's so hard to play. It's insane.
Don't play the game.
One thing that I really love, hang on, I don't mean to cut you off real quick, is about British Superbike that sets them apart from any other race organization is they don't hardly have any electronics. So it's down to basically the rider, right? With very few aids. So you go out and buy a brand new V4 Ducati's got anti-wheelie, traction control, sucks you off and all this shit, right? Well, they take all that off and it's very limited what they have. And it's basically just the rider and the wrist. And I think that's phenomenal, to be honest with you.
That is fire. That's
fire.
It's old school.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, like anything else, technology always, makes you go faster.
It does.
It's always, you keep going up and up and up. I mean, but no, I know what you're saying, though. But I don't know. Just Moto America has always been our home. I love the riders. I mean, I think, like I said, a lot at the beginning. I've seen people come over from like England, and a couple of riders
South Africa.
Came over and we talked to.
Davis.
And they'll tell you all our guys are world class guys. I mean, look at Petrucci had a bike that's basically what he's on pretty much now. I believe it's World Superbike. It was pretty close to that bike, and. Yeah, I mean, yes, maybe the guys don't do as well on the track and whatever, but I mean,
I think he's gonna get smoked this year. Honestly,
well, he didn't do too well, but either did the BMWs. I see they were 12th on back.
I mean,
for the World Superbike.
Yeah. For World, I think he's gonna be smoked. He's gonna get smoked because I feel like. I don't know. I just feel like these World Superbike guys. Like I love MotoGP, but MotoGP is like the bottom of my list on my favorite two-wheeled. Like it's like Moto America, then World Superbike, then BSB, and then Isle of Man, ASBK. But like in all respect, I love all of them. But I feel like those World Superbike guys just have a certain grit to them that like they take no shit. Like Toprak, Ray, like all.
Oh yeah, they'll come back and bump you out of the way, and
these guys are motherfuckers, yo. And
it was a race today. That second race.
Those were like I didn't see
Lowe's took them out, but
Lowe's took out Toprak.
Yeah.
Oh, you asshole! I didn't get to see that. God,
I'm
God,
sorry, Jules.
damn it!
I'm
Now
sorry.
I'm not watching it. Now I don't give a fuck about it.
There, you ruined this night.
No, because Top Rack is literally the greatest thing since sliced bread. Like he's the next motorcycle racing god. He is Rossi in
Top
a
Rack
Turkish
is really
body.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
He is really, I would love to see him here in Moto America.
What the?
Yeah.
You know, there was a.
See if you cut a deal with him.
Yeah, let's
Don't
do it.
imagine. Shoot.
Pin the gas can sponsor it.
Damn, bro.
CFE, Pin the Gas. Yeah.
Pin the gas. What?
Jordan
Jordan brand.
There you go.
Jordan brand. Bring back Jordan brand.
Yeah.
But I was so excited because I thought like who was in speculation to take Petrucci's seat when he was on? Was it Tom Sykes? He was like one of those in like speculation.
Yeah.
I got really excited. I was like, holy shit, we're gonna get Tom Sykes. But then we ended up getting Josh Herron, and then Josh Herron's seat got taken by
Exactly.
Who's the kid that's taking Josh Herron's seat? Some Italian dude.
He's not.
He's
Spanish guy. Xavi Flores. He'll be at Daytona. So
oh snap,
he's a good rider. I mean,
he's definitely got a target on his back.
Yeah,
I feel like those world superbike, those Warhorse Ducati guys. I feel like they're the anti-heroes in all this, right? I feel like as much as you want to beat the Yamaha guys, I feel like if you beat the Warhorse guys, that's like a victory on your list. I don't know. I just feel like they have like this aura about them, like we're that badass.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'm not going to make any predictions, but I mean, hopefully it's some close racing though, because I think that's what killed us from AMA back in the day. Is that the gaps. Jersey used to have to be bussed into there. You couldn't even park anywhere near the paddock. You know, I mean, you were parked way out. They actually had school buses that would bring you in.
Mm-hmm.
But then Matt Milatin kept winning every race. And people just like, I already know who's going to win. Why do I want to go waste my time? You know what I mean?
Right.
They come for experience, but, when you know who's going to win the race before it starts, it's kind of like you want to go to every football game knowing who's going to win it. I mean,
that's kind of like
takes away the fun. It started to get that way, but now this year it got a little bit closer. See what happened? I mean, it came in. He didn't get points at the beginning, and he played. He was playing catch up,
out, which is very rare.
But now Beaubier, I mean, I really hope that BMW, if anyone can do something with it, it's Cam Beaubier.
Yeah, BMW's gonna be some shit, dude.
And he's home where he wants to be. Mentally, I think he's going to be in the right frame of mind.
I also think that BMW probably threw the bank at him. I think BMW gave
and the boys
hefty...
may have to. It may have, and the boys may have to go swimming again in the retention pond at MJMP like they did one time. And they made a bet with him that if he won the race, they'd go swimming in all that junk. You ever seen the retention pond?
Oh,
when you come over the bridge, that nasty.
Oh hell no! What?
Oh yeah, we have videos of it.
Y'all gonna come out with like
it's on my
toes.
Instagram.
Oh,
or on my face. Yeah.
Awesome. He said you can come out with 8 toes.
That's like swimming in the Hudson River, yo. Like,
well, I have his video. He's coming over there. He gets off the bike. He's like, okay, and so it was Tim, Nick. Yeah, you can see who the smart one was.
I'm dead.
It was Tim, Nick, and Rut, and they went pew.
Damn.
Head first, right in.
They're
gonna do it. They're gonna do it all in. They're not gonna go just dip their toes in. I mean, they're gonna. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, the smell was horrible. I mean, I was like, man, we can't get in the van. I mean, like we gotta get hosed off, go get a shower. They were wearing Posh's ducky shorts because they all bought.
Nice.
We usually do something for NJMP, like September 11th. We had Rocky shorts, the Rocky, the red, white, blue flag shorts. We did one year, and
sweet.
Yeah, we always do something nuts. Duke always cuts something in his hair. Yeah, he pretty much always has something shaved in his head.
That is phenomenal. I think for this year, we should have like a pin the gas cross CFE little wager. I don't know what the wager would be, but whoever loses have to get their chest waxed or some shit.
I'd be game.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Man, what if we have the same opinions? Then it's like,
there's no hair, so I don't have to worry.
I was gonna say,
I don't really have much either, so never mind. That'll probably be a shit bet.
It's still gonna hurt though.
You know what? Now you made it. So this is what we have to do. Yep. We have to get the audience who's going to watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
to come up with what the bet should be, and let us
For
know.
Jersey.
What stipulations?
For Jersey.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell
Yeah.
I'll make sure.
Come
I'll
up
make sure
with an
I'll clip
idea.
this part.
Yeah.
Clip this part.
See-
Post it on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Yep. Do it.
Now all the
Clip it.
boys are like probably going,
Damn.
but
What can we
No,
make
they're
Pin the
up.
Gas do?
It's like
versus
you gotta,
CFE.
Yeah.
you got a marker in like a unibrow, and then you have to you have to
Yeah,
have to
I'd be
walk
game
around the
with that.
paddock
That's
with a
awesome.
magic marker unibrow.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
Yeah, but
With my
anywho,
mustache. That's awesome.
yeah, yo, like painted on mustache.
Hey, Duke used to go as he had a character. So I believe it was it may have been Roger's like last race possibly, or no, it wasn't his last race. Sorry, it was not. I don't know if it was his last race or it was when Elias won the championship. I can't remember, but it was anyway. Roger had finally given him a Suzuki shirt, and he put it on. We're like, "What are you doing?" But he had this mustache, and he went as this character El Ducachino, and he was like,
Oh, fuck,
"He's
That's
saw
awesome.
videos of that too." So he,
Yeah.
it was hilarious in Winter Circle, and even Tony Elias, who really never really gave people, he didn't really say much to people. He's kind of a quiet guy.
I
He
love
actually
that
would
guy.
come. He actually came over and gave him the champagne, poured it in his mouth, and actually put his hand under it so it wouldn't spill. Which is-
wow, what an honor.
Tony never did that to anybody, but he thought that character was so funny.
I love Tony.
And
He's a
now he's
badass.
coming back, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Yes,
So
he
M4.
is.
So we have to get Duke to become El Ducachino again.
Yes,
At
I have an
NZMP.
afro.
We have to bring that out. Oh, yeah. So we've done that too. So when JD Beach, he had the long hair.
yeah.
So this is back in beIN Sports days when they were covering it.
Uh-huh.
And Duke went and got all these wigs. So we all had this long wigs, and we're behind him during his interview on this thing,
Oh, God.
they were all screaming. And yeah, we used to do crazy stuff. I mean, this is, like I said, you just got to have a lot of fun with the guys. That's the whole thing.
Dude.
And like I said, and the fans and getting them in there, it's just all about having fun. Because look, these guys really do put their lives on the line every time they go out there.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
And, and it's really for our entertainment.
Yeah.
And majority of those guys aren't even going to get paid.
I know.
Yeah, they just
You know what I
do it for
mean?
the
People
love
don't
of the
realize
sport,
that.
yo.
Yeah, people don't realize.
So where do you go with the coolest people, men and women? Was Royal Enfield and Kaylee Bike, who congratulations
right.
won the championship, and CJ
That's
before
right.
her,
Yep.
and what can you say? It's just unbelievable. The whole
Respect.
sport. Yeah, you just don't have that connection anywhere else.
And,
So if anybody can get to Daytona, you'll never regret it. I mean, because you may have a three-peat winner coming here, and Brandon Posh is possible.
sheesh,
TOBC
that'd be
coming
nuts.
back. Danny
Shout out
Eslick,
to
who's won it a
TOBC,
ton of
yeah.
times.
Oh, yeah.
And
Is
Cam
Danny coming back this
Peterson,
year?
he is, I
Damn,
believe.
it's
All
like,
right,
yeah.
And
That was nasty.
one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet.
Yep.
He's one of the old school guys, Danny.
Yes.
Mhm.
Billy Etheridge and him. Billy Etheridge was racing Weira and did really, really, really well. And those guys would, they smoke. Well, I don't know if Billy Etheridge smoked. I know
Well,
Danny did.
they
But I mean,
smoke.
they drank till 4 a.m. We'd stay up all night with them. They come to the track and they win.
They get
And it was
shredded.
so funny because all these other guys had,
Fresh and lean.
well, no, they not back then, professionally, but
Yeah, I
but
know.
they had
I
like
mean-
conditioning coaches. They're drinking, their shakes and their this and their that,
Okay.
and they're lifting and they're biking. These guys smoking, drinking till 4 a.m. like the old racers used to do.
Just like old basketball
Well,
players too, like on cocaine
yeah.
and still playing in the NBA.
Yeah, and they come in the race and choop, back in the day.
Like Dennis Rodman, shit, yo, like
Yeah,
that dude would fly to Vegas, party, and then fly back in time for a
To
playoff
Chicago,
game.
yep.
As
crazy.
wild. But
yeah,
it-
he was a wild character back then.
it's, I mean, the CFE boys are a little bit.
We're
of
not
Dennis
quite.
Rodman.
We're not quite there yet.
Not there yet.
Not
All
that-
right, all right.
not
But
that
the energy,
much, but-
the energy and the passions.
Yeah,
is
the
there.
energy and the passion.
We'll be
definitely.
there in Jersey.
Oh yeah, it will be. It will be.
Yeah,
But-
because we'll like I said, we'll be at Daytona. I think Atlanta. There might be another race between. Definitely Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh, even though it's in Pennsylvania, because most of us are from the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I live in York, so I'm not really up in there. I'm down
you're
south.
not too- yeah.
Well, I'm not too far from you, Jules. About 3 hours, probably,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Are you in New York or New Jersey?
I'm in the borderline between New York and New Jersey.
Okay, so then so it could be like less than
Yeah.
3 hours. But anyway,
Rockland County,
okay, yeah. So then about 3 hours, if that. And then NJMP, which is going to be the last race. So that is going to be the blowout because there's no Barber after that. It used to be the last race, and then they put Barber in after it. So this, And if you guys have ever been to Pittsburgh, awesome time, awesome track.
I aim to go this year. I really do aim to go.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
hopefully I could get like an Airbnb or some shit out there and like a rental bike. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
I'll make a plan for it.
It's one of the best tracks. I mean, it is a lot of fun.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, I like the paddocks in both because you can really walk around the paddocks. Where some of them, like, you might need a scooter. Like VIR, you had to have a scooter. I mean, holy moly, how are you going to go way out and then get back? You couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
But VIR was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get VIR this year. Like, fucking A.
I know,
But-
some bullshit.
But yeah, no.
Hopefully
I'm
they'll be
excited.
back on next year.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't know if VIR will or not. I guess it depends on attendance. I don't know if they're doing it by how many people attend. It's a hard place to get to too. It's there's no like major airport near. There's
that's true.
Now see if they would build a track here in Harrisburg. I mean, you got a major airport. All the interstates connect in Harrisburg. It's like, and they were thinking about doing one called Liberty, and then I don't know what happened to it. But
I feel like I heard
it
that.
never. Yeah, they were going to build it just north of Harrisburg, and then I don't know what the plans fell through, but
Interesting.
yeah.
Well, maybe one day
But-
they will.
But what I am sure is that we will see the CFE boys pin the gas, cross collaboration, CFE boys wager coming through. Very
Track
soon.
days might want to get on this after after
Track
the
day
bed
is
comes up.
here too.
CFE X pin the gas X track day.
Track
God
day.
damn.
Let's
yo.
call it. We
All
might as well
out
call
war.
it. Listen, we might as well call it Dustin now.
It's gonna, might as well. Yo,
right,
it's just gonna be just one clusterfuck of a bet.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be mega.
Moto America is gonna have to watch out for us, yo, because I feel like we're all opposing forces and we're coming through. We're about to take shit over.
That's what we're
But-
gonna do.
Boys,
be
we did reach over the 1 hour mark. I don't want to take
Yes.
too much of Mark's time. Thank you so much,
All right.
Shermdog, for coming through
Absolutely.
and,
I got
and chatting
an
with
autograph
us.
session I have to go to, and it's just
Yeah.
so busy.
Yeah, at 8:00 in the evening. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
on a Sunday, my
On
man.
a Sunday.
But we really appreciate
Yeah, I have to
you
get to my
stopping by,
doctor's
man.
practice in the morning.
Yeah,
so
right.
I gotta get early.
I-
I'm dead,
That's
yo.
awesome.
Ladies,
That was fucking
So-
epic.
Yeah,
That's
hit them
right,
up.
That's right.
Hit 'em up. But yo, we would love to have you back, man. We would love to have the crew on. Well, and I can't wait to do the live show with you guys.
I know,
It's gonna
Yeah, I
be
appreciate it.
insane. Thank you so much.
Well,
Shermdog,
thank you
coming
for
through.
having me. This is awesome. And
This is fun, man.
It's
This
our
is great.
honor.
It is our
Yeah.
honor.
it's our honor.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
believe me, the boys really wanted to be here. They want me to tell you that. And
It's all good, man.
I just want to keep this out there a little bit. And like I said, wait till NJMP. It's going to be a huge blowout.
Oh yeah.
And like I
That's
said,
right,
once
nuts.
again, if anyone can get to Daytona, CFE, we need some recruits to help us celebrate and to
Yeah.
go nuts and have a party.
So everybody
And,
go out to Daytona.
Just hit them up.
Yes,
CFE.
come find
Look
us.
'em up.
You'll see
Come
us.
find 'em.
We're easy to
Yeah.
find.
Find the CFE.
So
You know?
tell everybody on social media how they can get in touch with you guys and
There
all
you
that
go.
good stuff.
So we have a CFE racing page on Instagram, or you can follow me at Shermdog_22. A lot of that stuff we'll go over. Or look us up on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Nick's on Facebook. It's just under Mark Sherman or Nick Duke. But yeah,
That's awesome.
just come follow us. And like I said, we try to get as many people as we can there this year. Every year I look on TV and I'm like, wow, there's not that many people. and this is really the second year we're back with Moto America.
Oh no, we're definitely gonna bring.
Yeah. So we really got to pick it up this year. Last year's the first year back that they figured out their problems, and now Moto America, it's a race, and we want to definitely like represent this year, make it big and bad.
Absolutely.
All right,
make it popping though.
Yes,
make pop. But we'll go ahead and we'll plug in we'll plug in all your affiliate links in the bio. So for anybody watching this, if you guys want to be part of the CFE action, go ahead and find one of these guys at your local Moto America track day event. They're going to be at Daytona. They're going to be hyping it up. So if you're in Daytona, Florida, and you want to go out for some two-wheeled racing fun, hit up the CFE boys, because Daytona is freaking amazing. And I wish I could be there. Chris wishes he could be there. But God damn it, we're there in spirit. And I'm definitely going to go there next year.
Yes, then, you got to.
Hell, 100%. It's definitely going to happen next year. But anyway, Shermdog, thank you so much. Chris, the show, Simcoe, thank you so much
guys.
for being here.
I really appreciate it.
And if you guys can go ahead and subscribe,
yep.
Hell yeah! If you guys can go ahead and subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment on what you think. Go ahead and follow Shermdog and all of his affiliate links down below. And hit us up if you guys have any questions. And please make a wager for us once we get to New Jersey.
Yes. Someone come up with some good ones for us. Yes.
Come up with a good one.
And we're going to send it to Dustin as
well.
Hot
wax needed. And Dustin.
He's got to be on this one, too.
We'll make a post on Facebook.
I'll hit him up.
I'll hit him post on it.
Yeah, I got to hit him up, too, anyway.
Dustin,
I got to talk to him.
Coming for that ass, bro. Anyway, leave us a like, leave us a comment, subscribe, and we respond to all the comments. So thank you so much. I am Cool Jules. That is Chris, the whole effing show, Simcoe, and the Shermdog, Mark Sherman.
Dr. Sherman, thank you.